Hey guys, how are you? Welcome to my channel. If you're new, this is Alexis with Alexis's Life, and welcome back to any followers. I know it's been a long time since I have posted anything, so I just wanted to hop on today and kind of do a quick little updated video. I have so much I need to update you guys on. I don't even know where to begin, and I already know with my foggy brain, my mommy brain, that I'm gonna miss details and forget, but hopefully I'll fill you in on other videos because I'm gonna try to pick back up on YouTube and get that back into gear. Gosh, so I don't even know where to start, but I do want to go ahead and apologize because I am a bit nasally and a bit congested, so apologies there, but this was really the only time that I had a minute to film. So, where do I start? My gosh, I think the last time I filmed, I was about 30 weeks pregnant or so, and I gotta say, I won't go too far into detail, but after 30 weeks of pregnancy, my pregnancy just started declining really rapidly, honestly. So he and I were going a bit downhill, and excuse me. And I'm not gonna lie, for a little while there, it was a little scary. I won't again go too far into detail because I could ramble about that all day. But one of the scariest things was that I was losing amniotic fluid and we couldn't really figure out why. But fast forward to today, I've given birth. He was born early April. He's doing very well now. He's thriving, eating, growing, and just fitting in perfectly with everybody else. And his older siblings absolutely adore him. Me and my husband, we absolutely adore him as well. And it's just a lot of love now. So fingers crossed, no pregnancies in the near future. I'm not saying that we're done, and we haven't quite made that decision yet, but for now, we're done for a minute. So that happened, and now we've got three babies, and I now officially have a 3-year-old, a almost 1.5-year-old, and a 3-month-old. So been a little bit busy. So that's one of the updates. Another update is that I have made a little bit of a career change. So I am still working remotely, but I am also picking up full time as a nurse again. I mean, I've always been a nurse, but I'm back in the field, I guess is a better way of explaining it. So I am now I can't talk, a charge nurse or a unit manager, whatever you want to call it, at a skilled nursing facility. And I made that change for, well, a lot of reasons. The two main reasons was, one, I was getting serious burnout. And it wasn't necessarily with my remote job. I do like that the job a lot. However, I just felt like as a nurse my skills weren't being like utilized and I didn't want to lose them. So that was one of the reasons, and I also just felt like I was literally here at home in my office or with babies 24/7. I felt like I was in jail, and I know that's like kind of messed up to say, but it is hard, and being a mom is one of the hardest jobs out there. So doing that 24/7 and trying to work online and pretty much being on call everywhere, I felt myself burning out as a mom, burning out as a wife, and just burning out everywhere. And I'm sure postpartum hormones had a lot to do with the career change, but I'm really happy I did it. So now I physically go to a place Monday through Friday. So that means that kids are back in school, daycare, and my youngest guy goes to a family member. I didn't want to put him in daycare or any kind of care facility yet because of his health, and I just, like, he's already going to be exposed to enough germs as it is. I don't need to put him in the direct field. So I made that change, and so far it's going smooth. It's going pretty good. And so that means that I work full time with two jobs. I work online full time and I work in person full time, but I am able to do it because the online job, it's pretty flexible, so I'm able to kind of pick and choose my hours, and as long as I just get my tasks done by the deadline, it doesn't really matter. with going in the office, I do love it because my skills, I feel them coming back. I feel like I'm my sharpest nurse as I can be. So I really love doing that. It's a little stressful, not gonna lie. Like being a manager of any kind is stressful, so it is what it is. So those are some major life changes, and my last major life change that I made is I am also back in school full time. I know it's a lot. I'm a glutton for punishment. I do it to myself. Can't blame anybody else but me, and that's fine. And so far, so good though. I mean, I've been in school now for about 5-6 weeks full time. I'm going for my BSN, and maybe one day I'll try to go for my nurse practitioner, but for now, I'm going for my BSN, and I'm doing that for my current career and just to kind of just focus on me a little bit. And now the last thing I want to pick back up and achieve is picking back up on YouTube and giving people pointers, because like for example, when I go into work and people find out, you know, everything that's on my plate with 3 babies, 3 and under, they're like, how on earth do you do it all? And I'm like, well, actually I have a really good system, and I'll film it and I'll post it back on YouTube. So there we go. So now what I want to update you guys on is all of the changes I've made in my house. So yeah, so let's go ahead and I will show you some of the updates I have there. I'm currently in my office at the moment, which as you can see is just very basic. I haven't really made any changes here other than that bed is huge, but I'll explain why in a minute, and then just kind of moved around a couple little things here. And let's go. I'll first start out with the playroom. I'll show you a couple updates I did there. So my first update is the playroom. You can see I've got like 2 little art pieces on the wall. Those are just temporary. Those are actually my mom's, and I do have to give those back at some point. But for now, I'm holding on to them and stealing them until my other pieces come in. So we've got a couple little changes here. I don't know if you guys remember, but there was a gate that came around here, and that was to keep our puppy out so he didn't go in and chew all the toys and stuff. But now it's gone, it's open. He doesn't chew or anything anymore, so we have it just nice and open. And I think that honestly the kids love it even more because it's more open. They feel like they're still with mom and dad. We put a TV in here, and it's really honestly just to have like dance parties, but that's been awesome change. And then other than that, not much has changed over here. We have added this little easel. My mom got it from a garage sale, so it was an awesome find. And then she also got that little tent that my kids are absolutely obsessed with. So not too terribly much changes here, but so far it's flowing really nice. So now I'm going to show you my daughter's room, and we're going to head over there. So now we're going to my daughter's room, and there's been quite a lot of changes in here. So I don't know if y'all remember, but she had a floor bed because, you know, toddler and learning to use a big girl bed. But now we have this awesome bed, and she loves it. And I strung up all the lights and like the little netty thing, and so when it's nighttime, we turn the lights on. I don't know if you can see them, but it's like just magical and wonderful, and she loves it. Other than that, we've kept her little tent over here, her little cuddly corner. So we love that. And then underneath is what I absolutely love about this whole thing, is she can have more storage for her toys. And so what I've noticed is that she really loves to pretend like this is like house. So she, I think, copies me. She wakes up in the morning and gets ready for the day, and then takes care of her baby, and then this supposedly becomes daycare, and she takes care of her baby doing that. So that's pretty cute. And now we're gonna move over to this room. So this room used to be my older son's room, and now it's kind of become like a baby safe haven. And we got gates for the dogs so that my kids can have fur-free areas. So now this, we used to have a large bed that took up like all of this room. You can kind of see where like the room was, but this room used to be much smaller feeling. But now that we've taken that bed out and like updated, it feels huge in here, and it's pretty much baby safe. Everything's all baby safe for whenever he starts to crawl and move around. And of course, like we have a little chair there for us to be with him. And yeah, so we made that change. And now I want to show you one of the last things is my son's new room, my older son. So it's got a little bit of toys on the ground, but overall it's pretty tidy. So this is the biggest change, is his boat bed, and he loves it because we're kind of going for like a nautical theme in here. I'm not really done decorating and all that because like these are just kind of drawers that I've had. Moving back over here. So there's still a lot that I want to do in here. Like big sister's room is definitely more decorated and put together compared to little brother's room. But I want to get a sign for this big blue wall so that it says his name on it. And I want to get more decorations. I want to get him some end tables so we can have warmer light in the evenings. And then I want to update this and get like a new, more updated, what's the word I'm looking for? Dresser drawer, I guess. Because he doesn't really need a lot because he has this nice big closet with all of his clothes and all this space. Like he has all of that extra room if needed, and he's got a little toy bin. And yeah, so that's another little room change here and update. And now I think one of the last updates I want to show y'all is the outside. Just wanted to update you guys on this too. We now have a couple of new family members, and I think honestly both of their names are Jelly Bean from JJ and Cocomelon. I think they're under here, and I'm probably gonna, yep. Hi guys. Hello ladies. Yep, okay, I'll put you back. Sorry. But yep, so we got that for my daughter's 3rd birthday, and she's absolutely obsessed, and it's really cute watching her kind of freak out to help take care of them. But yeah, so we got a couple little hamsters for her. Also, not sure if I updated, I'm not sure at all if I updated on the last video, but we did get a larger TV. You can see it in the background there. I'm gonna walk outside for a moment, but we got an 85-inch TV, and that was a little excessive, but my husband wanted it for football, and we've been working really hard, and we kind of did it as like a Christmas gift to both him and I, so we just kind of pulled the trigger and did that. But I will say the kids love it, and it's really nice to have as like a nightlight in the nighttime as we're trying to like wind everybody down and all that. So the last update is currently right in front of me, so let me flip the camera around. So you guys know that we've had the jungle gym, and that's fixed from the hurricane. I think I did an updated video on that. And now what we have is that little sand pit there. Kids love it, and what I love about it is, I'm not gonna go out there because it's honestly really, really hot, because again, I live in Florida. But what I love about that sand pit is those little chair things like come off and fold over, because we do have, you know, like feral cats that kind of roam around here because we live on land, and it just kind of happens. And it's awesome because we can cover it up in the evenings. So I opened it up for them for today, but I'll cover it up for tonight. And then of course for my daughter, we went to my brother-in-law's a while ago, and they had a smaller trampoline, and she was obsessed with it. So I don't really know how I feel about this, but we did let her get a trampoline, and she's very, very good and very careful with it. My older son also goes on it, but he only goes on it if you like hold him, because he's like not sure about it. But so far we do gentle playing on it, and it's been okay. But yeah, so shout out to my mom for getting the trampoline, and shout out to my mother-in-law for getting the sand pit. Kids are obsessed with it. Y'all nailed it for my daughter's birthday. Oh, we did get a couple of baby chickens, so maybe in another video I'll update you guys on what's going on back there. But yeah, that's all for now. That's all for today's video. Thank you for being patient with me, and I appreciate everyone that's been, you know, following up with us and knows our situation and has been patient with us, so I appreciate that. And my goal is to try to post at least once a week. But again, remember everything that I have going on. You know, I've got 2 full-time jobs. I'm doing school online full-time, and I've got 3 babies. So please just bear with me. If I am able to post once a week, I'm not going to say it's going to say on the same day. I'm going to shoot for every Wednesday. But again, not sure if I can do it, but I'm going to try. And what's next? So I have a couple of things on my plate that I'm filming for you. I am filming a deep clean. Basically, it's just been well overdue in my kids' room for a good deep clean. So I'm gonna deep clean the kids' room, deep clean the carpets, and just kind of deep clean what I can in my small time frame that I have. I'm gonna film an updated morning routine because now the kids go somewhere, so I need to, wake up. I wake up at 5 o'clock now to, do all my morning routine and drop everybody off and do what I need to do in order to be at work in time. I have a new updated evening routine, after work routine. So I have lots and lots of updates. I even think I'm going to try and film a day in the life of a working mom of 2 jobs, basically. Yeah, so stay tuned, and I hope to see you guys next week. Have a wonderful day.